Hi people and hello my Chili con Carnage crew, it's Chili here for a 5-minute review on Public Image Limited and their newest album, End of the World. If there is one thing that I have learned in my years, it's that relevance fades over time. Look at this meme for example. It took the world by storm when it first came on scene and was listened to by millions around the world, even being covered in various styles of music and would change the face of YouTube videos, while selling clothing with their image of Nyan Cat on it. However, it's now largely irrelevant and forgotten to time. This brings me to Johnny Rotten, once the lead singer for the highly influential punk rock band the Sex Pistols that, along with the Ramones, would shape the sound of punk rock. They released one album that has been covered by thousands of musicians such as Megadeth, and the album cover is an iconic one that is on several t-shirt designs. In 1976 they were the biggest band, causing a stir until they imploded in tremendous fashion, and Johnny left the band to start another venture called Public Image Limited, or PIL for short. They would play music that was a post-punk sound and similar in vein to other contemporaries in the scene at the time like Killing Joke or Joy Division, albeit not as widely acclaimed or successful as these bands. This brings me back to relevance, and that is really exemplified with this release. End of the World, the band's 11th record, was released with very little fanfare. In fact, I only found out about it through pure chance. Regardless, let's get into the tracks. It's funny when I hear the song Being Stupid Again, which is meant to be a commentary about protesters and slogans, but it's just such a simple tune that it largely comes across kind of like this.
You're being stupid again.
I can't help but feel that the message underneath this song is really lost at its cause, as an old man is just yelling and griping about what's happening in the current world. Another song on the album called LFCF, which stands for Liars, Fakes, Cheats and Frauds, talks about his former bandmates from the Sex Pistols and the lawsuit surrounding their music being used in a Disney-based TV show called Pistols, which saw him lose his case and their music was allowed to be used. It's not the first time Johnny has faced court in regards to music, and I recall an episode of Judge Judy that saw him being sued by former members of PIL for lost earnings and a civil battery. What a world to be in, where Disney is suing to use Sex Pistols music in their material. Out of all the media companies, I never thought they would be the ones to do a mini-series on the history of the band. Anyway, Johnny doesn't mince words on this song, and it is an interesting commentary about this saga in the band's history. It seems to be a common theme with the singer, as in 2021 he also faced court against creators of the TV show The Crown, who wanted to use the song God Save the Queen in a scene showing punk rock fans throwing bottles at the Queen during her Silver Jubilee event. He denied the use of the song due to, and I quote, "it was a very perverse interpretation of the history of the Jubilee," which may be true, but seems ironic given the lines in the song that say, "God save the Queen, the fascist regime." Apparently, the court case with former members has left him in financial ruin, in his words. And this could have been a decent payout that could have reflected the feelings of contempt for the Crown during this time in history, exacerbated by the band's music and with their iconic album cover. Oh, the irony. Now, as much as it sounds like I have gripes about the album, it has its moments. The title track is a solid effort that really plays into the post-punk style, with a solid bass line that helps the groove of this tune, as Johnny sings bleak lyrics. The car chase is a striking one with its terrific drumming giving a dub essence to the tune as well. The song Hawaii is also a beautiful piece that is diametrically opposed to the rest of the album and is a great album closer. This song was performed earlier this year at Eurovision and is devoted to Nora Foster, who passed away in April this year and was married to Johnny for 44 years. It's a rather poignant and reflective piece that speaks of the frailty of human life. Overall, I will be scoring this album at 4 million chilies on the spicy scale, with my favourite songs being End of the World, Car Chase and Hawaii. Johnny may be the embodiment of the Nyan Cat and has not been relevant in the music scene for decades, but he doesn't really care. He is writing what he wants to and writes what he wants to sing about, and isn't going down without letting people hear what he has to say. This album isn't terrible, but it's not amazing either. It sits somewhere in the middle, but if I had to choose between post-punk bands, I would really be playing Killing Joke, because they really always struck a chord with me. That's more my style, and I think they do superior work anyway. Anyway, give this a spin and come to your own conclusion, but that's what I have to say on the matter. Thank you for checking out this episode of 5-Minute Reviews. Make sure to leave us a like, subscribe if you can, and as always, stay spicy. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Live Listen Erased. And if you have enjoyed this episode, make sure you share it with all your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to our Chili Con Carnage crew so you can get notified for all the future videos that we put out, as we put out videos every Friday. Also, we are on Discord, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter over at Live Listen Erased, so make sure to tune in over there. And don't forget to like this video so that our manager can stay very happy.